You also mentioned no Greg Bird in the lineup. He's out with that bruised right ankle. How big of a deal is this for the Yankees?
I don't think that's a huge deal, and that's good news for the Yankees. It sounds like Bird should be able to come back on Wednesday. He would have played yesterday, but he actually had a bout with food poisoning or the flu or something. He just looked terrible when I saw him in Baltimore, and very pale and washed out, and it sounded like he'd had a rough night. So I think that it was probably better to keep him off the field, and it sounds like he's going to be able to get back in there, and that's good news for the Yankees for sure.
When you have Sanchez and Bird out of the lineup, is there a player that you feel like feels a little bit extra pressure as the face of the franchise to take a little bit more ownership of this team on their shoulders?
I think it increases the importance that Brett Gardner and Jacoby Ellsbury do their jobs. And Gardner in particular, he takes a lot of that responsibility. He's the leadoff guy. He was running all around the bases yesterday, had a hit, got on a wild pitch and an error, and just really was in the heart of everything. And you look back, and it was an 8-1 game, so you don't really remember all of the individual runs. But Brett Gardner was right in the middle of everything yesterday, and I think that's important for him, is to get on base and really set the tone at the top of the lineup. And they've still got guys who can drive in runs. You've got Matt Holliday, who's a proven veteran hitter. Chase Headley's off to a good start for the season. You'll get Bird back at some point here. Judge is hitting home runs. Ellsbury needs to step it up. But I think that those guys at the top of the lineup, and Girardi put Ellsbury and Gardner back together yesterday. I think that's key for them. If those guys are getting on base and creating havoc on the base pass, that's big for this team.
Yeah, Brian, I wanted to ask you about Matt Holliday. It seems like his adjustment back to the American League has gone pretty well.
Yeah, I think he's embraced the DH role. He's obviously 37 years old. He understands that his days of patrolling the outfield are probably over. I don't think he even played one defensive inning this spring. So his job is basically get up there and mash and be ready those 8 minutes a day that you're on the field, and the rest of it just be ready in the batting cage and go up there and have 4 or 5 quality at-bats. And what's impressed me is the patience. This guy is a professional hitter, and you don't walk 5 times at Baltimore by mistake. He's contributed some hits. He's driving the ball for power. So I think that if he stays healthy, Matt Holliday's a huge addition to this lineup, and he has been in the clubhouse as well. He lends a presence there, which is important when you're considering how many young guys they're bringing in there. You need somebody to show them the way, and Matt Holliday has embraced that.